New on Curiosity Stream.
Just because it hasn't been done before doesn't mean you can't.
Watch Earth's greatest minds forge our path to a better tomorrow. It's engineering the future. And Jaws, Star Wars, The Godfather, E.T. The biggest movies have even bigger music. From King Kong to The Dark Knight. See how musicians scored Hollywood's greatest hits on great film composers' music of the movies. Watch now on Curiosity Stream. Annual plans are $20, just $1.67 a month. Visit curiositystream.com.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. When we think about the COVID-19 vaccine hesitancy in the Black community, let's remember, it didn't happen by chance. It's justified in history. But the will to change the narrative is strong today, and our people are lending their voices to the conversation. We're sharing our stories and the reasons that made us choose the vaccine so we can lead the way for others to make a well-informed choice too. To hear our stories, visit hereforuswa.org.
Hey, Ola, it's Miles. Thank you guys for listening to the Men's Room Daily Podcast.
Have you heard our newest podcast? It's called The Greatest Story Never Told.
Download it today on radio.com. Be sure to subscribe. New episodes are uploaded every Tuesday at noon.
The shenanigans continue. This is the Men's Room with Miles and Thrill. 99.9 KISW.
Yeah. You're going to join us tomorrow? You better. 50th anniversary week here on The Rock, and the year-long celebration launches tomorrow. Man, we're going to have everyone on, believe, from Chris Novoselic, maybe Rainn Wilson from The Office.
Okay.
All right. About their memories and things they remember from years gone by. The stories, the memories, your favorite old DJs. Tomorrow is going to be a hell of a party. We invite you to join us. It's going to be a good time. All right, Head Chef coming up. We got a little Ted's Meat Potato action. First time for a few emails from the men's room at KISW.com.
Let's do this.
There we go.
All right.
Leroy Jenkins.
Holovich is all. Today's my son Axel's birthday. He loves you guys. He wants a dog for his birthday to show if you love and take care of it, it won't ditch you. Could Axel please get a little kid fish sandwich if we could, Mike?
Fish sandwich!
Guys, this is Mike requesting a birthday greeting to my lovely daughter Larissa, pronounced Wessa. Could I get a happy Chinooka and an owl hitting the window, please?
Happy Chinooka.
Oh, Ted, this is a big one. Ola Fine Fellows. Today is my wife Dawn's blah, 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 blah birthday. Would it be possible to have Disney Mickey recite Ezekiel 25:17 from Pulp Fiction, followed by some gets from Thrill? Later, gentlemen, appreciate it. Thank you so much. That from Vern.
Throw it to me, Goofy. It helps.
Well, gals, Mick, looks like we gotta take out a mark.
The path of the righteous man is beset on all sides by the iniquities of the selfish and the tyranny of evil men. Blessed is he who, in the name of charity and goodwill, shepherds the weak through the valley of darkness. For he is truly my brother's keeper and the finder of lost children. And I will strike down upon thee with great vengeance and furious anger those who attempt to try to poison and destroy my brothers. And you will know my name is the Lord when I lay my vengeance upon thee. Gid! A lot of times when I say that to people, it's the last thing they hear.
That was amazing. That was simply amazing.
Disney's going to use that.
Yeah, that's their next movie, I guarantee you.
I think they call it seasons.
Oliver Jones, can you please wish a happy 33rd birthday to my husband, Scott? He would absolutely love, let's see here, the dirty Germans talking about butts.
Can Mickey talk about Reservoir Dogs?
Thanks so much. We
like
appreciate
a virgin?
it. Jesus.
Yeah, we do like to talk about the butts all the time. The big butts, the tiny butts. The butts that look like watermelons. The butts that look like oranges. The butts that look like sad St. Bernards.
Yeah, see, in Germany, we have this famous phrase. So, you know, sometimes people even sing it together. As they say, when you want to juice a butt all night long. But no, there's nothing wrong with doing the butt. So all night long. Yay, yay. Yeah. Yay, yay, yay. Yeah.
Doing the butt.
Yeah, what's that, EU?
Work it. Today's my best bud Chris's birthday. He is 41 years old. He would love a cut the bitch off. Next caller, please. And maybe Coach Ted telling how awesome it is to be 40 during a pandemic. Thanks, guys. That's from Ryan in Covington. God damn it.
Cut that bitch off. Let's go.
What are you breaking over there?
It's just going like that, man.
It's our glass.
I thought Stone Cold was coming in.
That's why he took a bottle over the back of the head.
Coach is yelling here, Mike. I can't be taking notes. All right, turning 40 in a pandemic. Well, unfortunately today, the weather's not going to help you. But do what Coach did. Invite some friends over and tell them to bring a camping chair and just pop down. Have some beers. I don't know. Maybe get some miniatures and throw them at people. The nice thing is... There you go. The other good thing about turning 40 in a pandemic is people are going to make you some delicious treats. You don't got to share them.
Guys, want to wish a happy 41st birthday to Willow. Could you please give me some of the dirtiest of Germans? Thanks, guys. That from Eric.
Yeah, you wanted to talk about the pussy Willow or the other way?
Yeah, it's funny. I have seen this Willow's pink unicorn. One night I even made it dance. Yeah, that's as funny as you guys know.
Guys, I want to give my beautiful wifey of 14 years, Bobby, a big shout out for her 43rd trip around that big burning ball of fire in the sky. She's been rock solid because her name is Bobby. And she is wonderful. Sturdy. Sturdy girl. Sturdy Bobby. Sturdy girl. She's thick. I'd like Coach Ted to tell her about how she'll love the surf and turf dinner I'm about to cook up for her. Keep on rocking, bitches. Sincerely from her loving husband, James.
Bobby! Bobby! Bobby, you're going to love this dinner. What's not to like? Now, surf and turf. Let's hope your husband comes through and get you a steak and like lobster or something. If he gives you a hamburger
and fish sticks
and a fish stick, that is not surf and turf. That means he's stoned.
Hamburger.
Right, you get a Salisbury steak and fish sticks. That's not counting surf and turf. Damn it, Bobby, I don't want to see that happen to you.
All right, guys, here we go.
Wait, one more.
What?
Hold on. This guy was all late. He tried to text it in. We said, man, email it in. So he did. I said, I hope it's not too late. Well, it's not. My name is Nick. This is my, crap, hang on, cut up. And today is my 24th time around that big ball of gas. Got everyone talking to each other about the way to air fried chicken wings. Talking over each other about the best way to air fried chicken wings.
Okay, sure. I don't have an air fryer.
I got an air fryer.
You can't even remember.
But I would say, I mean,
make sure you drop those things in there. You watch them
Miles, they burn down your tongue.
In 15 minutes of a delicious chicken wing out the air fryer. All right, guys, here we go. Happy, happy, happy birthday. Happy, happy, happy birthday. Happy, happy, happy birthday to you, to you, to you.
Ya's a Dirty Germans brought to you by Men's Room Original Sausage. Available through Uli's World Famous Sausage, mensroomlive.com, and other fine retailers. Schweinefly.
Time to open wide and sample Ted's meat. And potatoes. Now, here's your host, head chef of the Men's Room, the Ted Nugent.
Head chef in the house.
Thank you. Thank you. Most people don't realize for a lot of the restaurants, after the holidays kind of slows down, people don't like to spend money in January.
Right.
So you're waiting for people to come back in, and Valentine's Day moves around. Now, it's a pain in the butt for the staff. The head chef's pretty good. Make my menu smaller, charge more.
Wow, that's a novel idea. Why did anyone ever think about that?
Maybe another chef in some town will do the same idea one day.
I don't think that'll ever happen.
It'll never catch on.
And they make you eat in a hurry.
We know you came to our restaurant for a menu. We're not serving that today. And this stuff that you didn't come here for cost you twice as much. Right. Have a seat. Be done in 90 minutes.
Not only that, but you always know how you're kind of like looking for the server at some point in time to see if you can kind of wave them down to get the bill because it's been a while.
Yeah.
Not on Valentine's. They're over right away. Like, here, get out.
I gotta be honest. I
Your
don't know
bill
that
is
I've
printed on your cheesecake.
Right.
I don't know that I've ever actually been to a restaurant on Valentine's Day.
Good. Excuse me.
Well, I'm just saying, like,
I used to work them a bunch, and they sucked. And then maybe I've been there, I don't know, maybe twice, man. I don't know. I don't really remember. It's not my scene.
like I've done stuff on Valentine's.
Sure,
but, like,
sure.
I don't know that I've ever done the restaurant thing. We've made food or.
We had sex in a dumpster.
You can make a nice meal at home. If you want to go out, just do it a different night when they have the full menu of the place you're going because you like their food and you want to eat what's on the menu. That's all. If you can get someone to compromise on that.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. That's the challenge.
Right. It's not about
if
that.
it's me and you, like, cool.
Yeah. Let's go for a happy hour. Save some cash.
All right, so I have good news and bad news about White Castle and Valentine's Day.
All right.
A lot of people go to White Castle on Valentine's Day.
Do they?
I mean, I'm assuming they've been hosting Valentine's Day for a while, and it's kind of a big deal.
Okay.
White Castle doesn't want to end the tradition. Here's the deal. Some people find out, I don't know how much you know about White Castle, but if you're a massive fan, you're a craver.
A craver?
They have this massive crave pack.
Oh, okay.
So it's like a term, like,
I'm going to the crave party.
Right. So, like, people are cravers, right? So
Okay.
sometimes you meet another craver on the Craven message boards or a Craven shrimp.
Huh.
So these people go to White Castle. It's like a thing. And sometimes it's just old school. Like, I saw a couple, it's just where they happen to eat on their first date.
All
so
right.
they go every year.
Okay.
Craver Nation.
Yeah, see? So White Castle didn't want to end the tradition, so they're still hosting their Valentine's Day events, but you have to park and eat it in your car.
All right.
Usually White Castle Valentine's dinner includes a tablecloth and candles.
Light the candles in your car.
Man, oh, man.
Right, so probably you can't do that. You got to book a reservation, by the way, on opentable.com.
You still have to book a reservation to eat in your car.
Well, I guess, because they, how
Them
many...
cravers be crazy.
I'm trying to think what would I do if I put a tablecloth down? Does that mean I'm having a wake in my home? I can't even imagine dropping
what
one
the
down.
event is?
Not exactly.
Well, maybe it's a holiday dinner.
Okay. I don't put it down.
But if somebody dies, you'll
Do
put
you
a
even have
tablecloth
one?
down.
No.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't.
That's why I was just racking my brain.
I get
as
one of
you
those
said-
plastic ones that you put over a picnic table under a,
But I don't know that I've ever hosted a dinner at my house. I host people,
Right.
and they bring snacks, and we put all that out on the dining table. But you're right. It would seem odd if I was like, do you guys want to come over for dinner?
Your home only does appetizers.
Well, sometimes we do, sandwiches.
Okay. That's a real stretch.
You're right. We don't plate a lot of things.
No. Nothing that requires utensils.
Either way, I'm sure there's a lot of cravers. They're going to keep the tradition going.
There's enough to have a club, man.
Mm-hmm.
This is crazy.
You guys never heard of this?
Craver Nation?
No.
Oh, it's a massive deal.
Yeah, I did not know
We have
this.
a
I think-
Craver Hall of Fame.
I think there's some people too you got to keep in mind. Like, I was about to say, maybe they don't drink alcohol. So how they fill their time is hanging out at fast food joints.
Okay. I mean, I guess we all have our thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like I learned about it. Man, there's a guy, and he did like an internet radio show, I want to say, on fast food specifically.
All right.
So it's basically like obsession with fast food. So that's where I found out about the cravers and this and that.
The cravers.
Yeah. You know what? You know who they're in competition with?
Who?
The Crystals.
All from Crystals?
Yeah.
Put that one together.
I was talking about this on a recent episode of the podcast episode out. Like where I grew up, we didn't have White Castles, but we had our own local version.
What was it? White Tavern? White?
Yeah, the
Little
little
tavern.
White, the little white
Little
house.
Tavern.
But it was green, remember? And it had like,
Yeah.
so basically it was like, all right, White Castle, we see you. We've got a little tavern and it's green.
Mm-hmm. But same thing, yeah.
It was the exact same thing. Just, I didn't know that as a kid.
Right.
Yeah. And there was one in my town in College Park. So we ate there all the time. Just go down there, and it was just sliders. Now I'm going to sound really old. But a lot of these kids today are used to seeing sliders. But like
Back in the day, we had to drive down the road.
there was only a few places that had tiny burgers. So like, if my dad
Tiny
if
burgers.
somebody came home with like,
We stood out in the line, drunk.
you know what I'm saying? God, it's
And we waited.
Oh, I got sliders on this. Well, let me tell you something.
And then every morning at 3 a.m., I'd run as fast as I could, and I'd barely make it.
It's saddest that I know where the two closest locations. It's like, there's one in College Park. There's that one out in White Oak, too, off Georgia Ave.
Greasy going in and greasy going out.
All right. Do you have a picture of your ex-partner? Maybe it's your ex-girlfriend. Maybe your ex-boyfriend. Well, no, you guys shouldn't. because you guys were all married.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even before I was married, I didn't keep pictures of the ex.
You know,
I mean, unless there was like a nude picture.
I burned him in a Folgers can, Ted. That's how I got rid of her in my mind.
That witch is never coming back.
She's dead in my mind.
You know, now that you say that might have, faith, like, it's different now with digital. Like, I'm sure there's pictures of me on Facebook with girls, but you're right. I don't have any photos of an ex.
I'm deleting all of these.
You know what you do is
Except that one, Cindy Lou.
You untag and then unfriend.
Oh.
It's over.
Happy Valentine's.
Well, either way, you could do it digitally too, but Hooters, you could upload a digital photo to their website. They'll virtually shred it. Here's the deal. If you go to a Hooters on Sunday, and listen, if you're going to eat Hooters, I mean, I shouldn't say that. Their wings are good. You can get it takeout. But if you're going to eat Hooters, like, you got to eat at Hooters.
Right.
But some people, I used to know a man. That's what he loved.
Maybe we're driving to Portland. Valentine's. 2 hours down, 2 hours back. You know what we're doing? We're getting Hooters.
So if you shred a picture of your ex, they'll give you 10 free boneless wings.
Oh, hell yeah.
Just take a picture of anybody.
We'll bring him down. We got 20 wings on the house.
I'll send him a picture of my mother and be like, yeah, I was dating her. Whatever. Shred it. Give me free food.
So their only catch at Hooters is you got to eat it inside the restaurant.
I'm in.
So depending on your area, but like out here, things are open 25%.
Sure.
Oh,
well, that is one restaurant you want to eat in.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's part of the experience. And their customer service is amazing. Now, sure, the outfits are great too. But literally, that's part of the Hooters secret is their customer service. Like, you're never supposed to pour your own pitcher. You know what I mean? Like, they're supposed to come around and do that all the time. Like, it's a science, man. It's not just hot chicks and chicken wings. I sound insane, but I'm dead serious. Like, it's a whole
restaurant secrets from the head chef.
I'm not crazy, goddammit. I just really like Hooters, and I miss them.
Thank you, Ted. We appreciate it. You are listening to The Men's Room.
New on Curiosity Stream, she was a loving wife, a devoted mother. She also stole atomic secrets and gave them to the Soviets. Meet the woman whose deception kick-started the Cold War on the spy who stole the atom bomb. And
what if they catch you?
Then I shall be shot.
They're coming! Come back!
relive history's most death-defying escapes. It's Impossible Escapes, Civil War. Watch now on Curiosity Stream. Annual plans are $20, just $1.67 a month. Visit CuriosityStream.com.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
Oh, drat. I was driving along minding my own business when that vulgar leech hit my Beamer with his pickup truck. I fear I've fractured my clavicle.
I say, old boy, don't simply put it in the hands of your insurance company to sort it out. Talk with the dedicated road solicitors at the Advocates Law Firm.
Pipe down, you old sod. The Advocates will see your case through to the bitter end and won't sleep a fortnight until they have victory in their grasp.
Jolly good, old man. Jolly good indeed.
You get injured, the Advocates get results. AdvocatesLaw.com.
The Men's Room is in progress. 99.9 KISW and KISW HD1 Seattle.
All right, coming up here in just a couple minutes, we'll drink it till us with a shot of the day. And we do have your headlines on the way 1 hour from now. But first, a quick check-in with Mike Hawk and some of the stories and headlines he is not working on.
All right, Sailor Jerry's Rum is holding a contest where they'll pay for the winner to have a tattoo of their ex covered with a tattoo of their rum.
Well, their artwork is traditional Sailor Jerry stuff. So
Sure.
as far as a tattoo goes, it's pretty good.
Yeah, it's not bad.
It's worth it. First of all, do not get a tattoo of your loved one unless you are blood related.
Right.
That is my general rule. Your kid, whatever, your parents, I get it, man. Like, or your husband, your wife, like, look, bro, I'm not trying to doom anything, but don't do it.
That's also one of my theories on divorce in this country.
What's that?
Well, you can't just get married. You got to get a tattoo of their name. You know what? Ooh. It's not cold feet. We just shouldn't do that.
Do you love each other that much?
Yeah.
Miller High Life is holding their own contest where they'll rent out an entire dive bar for a night for one couple.
That's pretty cool.
That should be fun. Absolutely.
I was drinking some High Lifes last weekend.
That means you're going to get good food.
Amen to that.
I would love that. God.
Tillamook is about to release its largest blocks of cheddar ever.
About time.
How heavy do you think these things are?
I mean, have you ever bought a block of Tillamook and thought to yourself, like, God damn it, I wish there was more?
This needs to be bigger,
What is
right?
It's like a Costco size? Is that what we're talking here? How big is Cougar Gold?
How big in weight?
How big is that 10?
I'm going to say this is a 20-pound block of cheese.
20-pound block.
Wow, I was
Any
gonna
other
go
guesses?
10.
5.
10, 5. Ted, you're the closest without going over. 40-pound block of cheese.
The hell you gonna do with that?
You're going to grind it up.
The problem is I'm going to eat it.
I mean,
That's
maybe
the
if you're a restaurant, you buy it and throw it in the refrigerator.
Man, it's Tillamook cheddar.
And
You can
that's
just
what
go
I'm
right
saying.
after that thing. I love Tillamook cheddar.
And they know you do. They're going to eat 40 pounds of this.
Where are you
Yeah,
going to
right.
put it?
In my belly.
That's right. I'm going to put it on grilled cheese sandwiches. I'm going to
I mean,
cut it up and eat it on a
How are you going to refrigerate it?
I got room somewhere.
Okay.
Cut it in half, maybe.
That's why you got to eat it day of.
Grind some of it up into shredded.
Just peel the mold off.
Well, and you can, like, I feel like with that block, you could seal it back up. Whereas, like, that's the problem with Cougar Gold. Once you open that tin, it's just kind of open.
Yeah, Cougar Gold.
Yeah, but it does have a lid on.
Popeyes introduced a new sandwich just like their chicken sandwich. You know, the one that people were, fighting themselves over?
It's delicious.
This one's fish.
I'd try it.
Right?
I would try.
Absolutely.
Well, you said
if they're using the
Right.
same batter that they do for their Cajun shrimp and all that stuff.
If they knocked it out of the park on the chicken sandwich, I would think that the fish sandwich would be
It's all
just
about
as
the
good.
batter. And they've got great batter.
Absolutely.
So, like, they're
Right, their shrimp is great.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Popeyes. I mean, basically, the only thing at Popeyes I don't eat is the spicy chicken. It's too spicy.
But otherwise you would.
Right. Because, I mean, like, their nuggets are good, their sandwiches are good, their shrimp's good, their fries are the Cajun fries. Are good.
some fine nuggets.
100%. If I was to tell you guys to describe the average gamer, a new study did actually find what the average gamer looks like. They have the age, they have the gender, they have kind of the social status. So what would you think would be the description of the average gamer?
We're talking video games, right?
Correct.
I would say 27 years old age.
Okay.
Probably fairly fit, believe it or not.
Right.
I'm going to go 33-year-old male.
Okay.
Definitely male.
Man, that's a tough one.
And not socially awkward. I think they're probably fairly engaging.
You know what? I would go a little younger. I'll say 24, male. Do we need, what else you need?
That's close
Their
enough.
height.
So, according to a new study,
5'9.5".
according to a new study, the average gamer is a full-time worker in his 30s.
Yep.
All right.
And a father of 3.
Wow.
Wow, okay.
He's got more time than I did.
I can believe that.
Right?
You play it with the kids.
Well, and the other thing, too, is like a lot of people I know that are huge gamers, like, that's just what they do. Like, they don't watch a ton of TV or
Right. They
read
game.
books. They game.
Another website conducted a study of every state's least favorite state. I don't think they had one of the questions today on Big Dummy, but I actually do have the rest of the map, and there's a handful of them that do kind of conjoin all into the same state as far as being their least favorite, and others kind of have their own individual. So I'm going to test you guys here. So we already knew that Washington. I'm going to add on top of that, we also got Oregon, Idaho, Montana, Wyoming, Utah, Colorado, Arizona, Nevada, all of which their least favorite is California.
Wow.
What
okay.
state do you think California doesn't like the least? Or
Doesn't like the most.
Right, there you go. Likes the least.
I only know this one because you told me in the office earlier.
So who does California like the least?
Yeah, who do they hate? Who are they mad at?
They're in it with Alaska, New Mexico, and Oklahoma.
All that gives
like
away
the state
Texas.
least.
Texas. Alaska because of the oil thing.
I'll say Arizona.
Okay. Miles, you got it. It's Texas.
Mm-hmm.
As far as there, how about Texas? What state does Texas hate the least? Or like
the most.
You are
God,
confusing
I can't
me.
get this right.
Do we hate or not hate?
We hate this state. Texas
Oklahoma.
hates the state.
Oklahoma.
You're absolutely right. It's Oklahoma.
Red
okay.
River.
How about North Dakota? What state does North Dakota
South
hate
Dakota.
the most?
Minnesota.
South Dakota.
They got it. South Dakota.
All right.
What state does South Dakota hate the most?
North Dakota.
Correct. How about Virginia?
Maryland.
Virginia hates
West Virginia.
Correct.
Ooh.
West Virginia and Maryland
Hate Virginia. There's no doubt about it.
Yes, they do. They
Oh,
hate
since
Virginia.
God,
Getting it done.
the Commonwealth.
Okay.
I know. That's exactly what I say. Oh, I live in Northern Virginia. You're from PG County. I know where you grew up.
I live out on 66.
Let's go. Connecticut, New York, and Pennsylvania all hate the same state.
Massachusetts.
New Jersey.
Jersey.
Oh.
Yes, sir. How about Rhode Island, Maine, New Hampshire, and Vermont?
Massachusetts.
New York.
Massachusetts.
They got it. Massachusetts. Let's see. That one is Nebraska. What state does Nebraska hate?
Probably Oklahoma.
Kansas.
Based on a football rivalry, maybe.
Ted, what do you think?
Oklahoma, Nebraska used to be big back in the day.
Yeah, I'm just
I
trying
don't
to
know
think
if it is
what's
anymore.
near Nebraska. Wisconsin?
Iowa.
Iowa.
Damn you, Iowa.
What state does Iowa hate?
Nebraska.
100%.
Why?
Maybe it's a wheat thing. Our state is flatter.
We have better corn than you. You might be the corn huskers. We're the corn shuckers, all right?
What state does Kansas hate?
Missouri.
Yes, border war.
Very good.
If you share a city, you hate each other.
And it is the opposite way around. Missouri
remember,
also
bleeding
hates Kansas. Let's see. How about Arkansas, Louisiana, and Mississippi all hate the same state?
Florida.
Alabama.
Texas.
Nailed it, Ted. Alabama. How about Alabama, Georgia, and Florida?
Louisiana.
What state do they hate the most?
Or Mississippi.
Mississippi?
Alabama, Georgia, and Florida.
I'm going Louisiana.
I'm going to go Mississippi because they all border it.
Ted, what do you think?
Yeah, I'll say
No.
Louisiana too.
Trick question, they all hate Florida.
Oh.
Alabama, Georgia, and Florida all hate
I
Florida.
was gonna say I know Bama hate. Yeah,
How about Wisconsin? What state does Wisconsin hate?
Minnesota.
Illinois.
Very good, it is Illinois. How about Illinois? Who do they hate?
Wisconsin.
Michigan.
Indiana.
Indiana.
Huh.
And then Indiana and Tennessee both hate the same state.
Illinois?
Kentucky.
Exactly, it is Kentucky. Sorry about that, I kind of seized up there for half a minute. And then Hawaii. What state does Hawaii hate the most?
All of them. All the 48 continental states.
No, they don't hate anybody.
They don't.
They honestly, they don't hate anyone.
They don't care.
Fine.
They didn't get any of the answers that would
They don't
lead
have to deal
people
with
to-
any of the crap. They're on their own little island, so to speak.
Well, even for Hawaii, if you said who's Hawaii's football's greatest rival, I couldn't tell you.
We don't have one.
Who does North
San
Carolina?
Diego State, man.
How about North Carolina? Who do they hate the most?
South Carolina.
Who does South Carolina hate the most?
North Carolina.
Ohio, oddly enough.
Strange.
Along with Michigan.
Damn. Ohio's like, what do we do?
That comes out of left field.
Jesus.
We're going to Myrtle Beach, baby.
What is this based on?
Let's see. You know what? That's a good question, Ted. That is actually a really good question.
That means he hates
Don't
that
worry
you
about it,
asked
Mike.
it.
You're not working on it.
That's right.
Yeah.
That is absolutely right. How about Jersey? I'm gonna have that one as the last one. What state does Jersey hate the
I
most?
don't care. F Jersey.
Pennsylvania.
Everybody.
New York.
They hate everybody.
That seems about
They
right.
do. There's not one specific state that they hate more than the
They're
other.
the anti-Hawaii.
Exactly. Let's see. A man in Pennsylvania crashed his ATV into a police cruiser while he was high on meth.
That's a problem.
That's an issue.
I mean, I guess if I've been on meth for a few days, that seems like a good time to break out a ATV.
Let's see what he do.
You should, or it's legal. I'm just saying, like, you're all hopped up. It's like, screw it, I haven't slept in 3 days.
Well, you're cutting to the quick on getting arrested.
Makes it easier.
Let's take a ride.
Let's see. There's a berry-flavored Pepsi making a comeback for the first time since 2004.
What they don't tell you is that it's Barry White.
How about just Pepsi making a comeback?
Or it's Chuck Berry.
When's the last time you saw somebody drinking seriously, when's the last time you saw someone drinking a can of Pepsi? I understand if you go to Taco Bell.
Fairly recently.
You can tap Pepsi. You
Draft Pepsi.
Draft Pepsi.
Jesus,
I drink a draft Pepsi.
If they make a Chuck Berry flavor, when you open the bottle, it goes...
Yeah, girl.
That's a sex video joke.
Yeah, girl.
I mean, the thing is,
Yeah, girl.
Pepsi has its... There's a lot of people that actually prefer Pepsi.
I know.
Yeah.
It's called black people. That's one. Trust me, man. Pepsi's like, yeah, bro, we're doing well.
There was a Pepsi plant near where I grew up.
Yeah. Like, we got 11% all the time. We're fine.
It comes out of your spigot when you're using the...
God, that word sounds racist.
What?
Spigot.
With the sink.
I know what it is.
I mean, there was Sarah Fawcett. What if she was Sarah Spigot?
Yeah, just I don't.
Sounds
like,
racist.
Somebody just said it to me one day, and I was like, I know what that is. You hook a hose up to it, but it just sounds bad.
There's a donut shop in Disney World that makes a grilled cheese with donuts as bread.
I'd do it.
Yeah.
Wait, where is it at Disney World? Like downtown?
That's a good question, Ted. I'm not working on it.
Magic Kingdom?
That needs more details.
Right, I'm gonna
Where am I going to find this damn
It's a
thing?
huge park. He's not kidding.
I don't know how I would do it,
Because they
though.
only got at one location, probably.
The problem is that I don't want the cheese melting into the donut hole. So I don't like molten cheese on my sandwich.
Is the United States part of the lake, the walk around the...
Lake Buenavista?
Buenavista.
Yes, it is.
So maybe
At
it's sort of
Epcot.
like an American food place. It's like ridiculous.
That is right.
Well, in the Magic Kingdom, I mean, they have cinnamon rolls this big. Yeah. I mean...
How much does it cost? How
Well,
much
it's
is that?
expensive. It's Disney World. Everything's expensive. But
That'll be $73.
if you get a meal plan, you can check that off as your breakfast.
Okay.
Just the cinnamon roll.
Secrets. A couple in Pennsylvania were arrested after a domestic dispute call, but they didn't have to. Didn't have to do with the domestic dispute.
It did not. What did it have to do with?
Tell it about it 1 hour from now.
Thank you, my cock. Headlines are on the way 1 hour from now. In the meantime, let's get a contestant on the line for Profile This. We will take caller 9 at 206-421-ROCK. All right, and we made it to drinking time.
New on Curiosity Stream.
Just because it hasn't been done before doesn't mean you can't.
Watch Earth's greatest minds forge our path to a better tomorrow. It's engineering the future. And Jaws, Star Wars, The Godfather, E.T. The biggest movies have even bigger music. From King Kong to The Dark Knight. See how musicians scored Hollywood's greatest hits on great film composers' music of the movies. Watch now on Curiosity Stream. Annual plans are $20, just $1.67 a month. Visit curiositystream.com.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. When we think about the COVID-19 vaccine hesitancy in the Black community, let's remember, it didn't happen by chance. It's justified in history. But the will to change the narrative is strong today, and our people are lending their voices to the conversation. We're sharing our stories and the reasons that made us choose the vaccine so we can lead the way for others to make a well-informed choice too. To hear our stories, visit hereforuswa.org.